On the 29th of August, me and my classmates visited the local farmers market in San Isidro in Costa Rica. It was an interesting tour where we were able to go around and collect different impressions. There were a lot of people at the market and everyone carried a small bag with some products they had bought. It was very loud in there, and people were discussing prices and some met a friend or a neighbor. On the upper floor there was a place to have a meal made by some local families, and we actually had the meal and it was very tasty and really cheap. And it was clear that this place was a social and an important spot for both farmers and local citizens because it was crowded. It was nice to see how the local farmers were able to sell the products directly to the customer and consumer. And it was clearly nice to see how appreciated this market was. I found myself really enjoying this visit. I bought some fruits and some locally made tea, and I also tried a lot of other locally made products such as cacao, chocolate, and coffee. The next excursion went to Taraba to visit the indigenous community there. I really found it interesting listening to Paulino when he talked about all the challenges the community were facing and how they might lose part of their identity and culture if a hydroelectric dam were built in their river. This made me think about the similarities between the indigenous people in Costa Rica and in Sweden. In Sweden, the Sami people faces the same kind of challenges when the government and foreign big companies wants to build mines and wind power on their land. And both the Costa Rican and the Swedish government legitimizes all these plans and projects, meaning that we need them for green energy and a green development. The government doesn't really care about indigenous culture, identity and tradition, even though they signed up for it when ratified ILO 169 and the UN Declaration of Indigenous Rights. This all made clear that indigenous people are victims for similar agendas, and it is a global problem, which should be taken seriously to make sure we don't do a new type of colonization where we use the environment as a reason to restrict indigenous rights. In that case, this is just a type of a green colonialism, which we should avoid. Overall, I really enjoyed these trips and it was a great experience. Thank you for listening.